Can anyone hit Immortal? Using myself as a test subject, I'm going to see if anyone can go from Diamond to Immortal in 1 year. On this channel, I've asserted that it's possible for anyone at any rank to hit Immortal, and last year, I documented my climb from Silver to Diamond until I took a longer break from the game. But for those of you who don't know, I show my climb both through footage of my games, and also insights and discussion about what resources I'm using to improve, and my thoughts on how to improve at Valorant on this channel. Today, I'm going to revisit the challenge and set a hard goal to hit Immortal by the end of 2025. Now, of course, not everyone can hit Immortal, but I do think anyone can. Any individual specific player with the right tools and discipline can make it happen. And if everyone used those tools and discipline the same way, the level of play would rise like crazy and then bronze would become filled with like superstars. But in the current state of the game, where not everyone is trying their hardest, I think with the right investment of time, both in-game and out of game, Immortal is truly an attainable goal. So here's how I'm going to approach hitting Immortal in the next 11 months. I finished my placements in Plat 2 after a long break from the game. Getting to Immortal is obviously super hard, so without a proper, rigorous structure, it will be easy to get lost and see no improvement. My first rule is to spend a lot of time in the game. The biggest trap people fall into is overstudying. Games like Valorant require a crazy amount of reps to get good at, and this is something I found last year, where just drastically increasing my playtime got me to Diamond pretty fast. I'm setting myself a minimum of 7 ranked games each week to achieve my goal, but I don't think this minimum is enough, and I plan to play more when possible, but having this minimum will ensure even when I have lower motivation periods, I stay sharp. So for the rest of the year, I will be playing at least 7 ranked games each week. Second is to spend manageable time outside of game on aim training. Instead of having a crazy overdone aim routine, I might have spent too much time aim training last year, I don't want to burn out and take away from how much Valorant I actually play, so my goal is to maintain a routine that will gradually sharpen my aim out of game without detracting from the time I spend on the rest of my climb. Now, the third rule is to spend more time studying players that I should emulate. For the purposes of my climb as a duelist player, this will primarily be done by watching other duelists who aren't absurd aimers, or at least who don't depend on their absurd aim. Finding players whose patterns of play are things I can replicate in my current skill level is crucial for me actually being able to learn from and gain, knowledge from watching their VODs. This study will be focused around their solo queue VODs more so than organized play because the dynamics of gameplay between the two can become very different. Finally, I'm amending my previous rule about only solo duoing on my way to Immortal. I think that playing with my premier team in 5 stacks is just a great way to improve as a player and will really maintain the fun and motivation in the rank grind, and I don't think it'll detract from the achievement of going from Silver to Immortal just because I played with 5 friends, so long as none of them are, boosting or playing on like a smurf that's way below their actual skill. The whole challenge will be streamed on Twitch and YouTube, and there'll be tons of fun challenges and punishments along the way if I don't meet short-term or long-term goals, so definitely tune into that. So you might notice that in this video, I just talked about a general outline for a plan to approach climbing and not really specifics of what skills I need to work on or how I'm going to work on them to grow as a player. That's stuff that will come during the grind, so I hope you stick around for, what's going to be a probably pretty hard journey. As mentioned, this will be streamed on Twitch and YouTube. And thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you stick around. Peace.